You probably remember deaf artist Chuck Baird from our discussions of him when we talked about deaf art in ASL 1. Signing Naturally Lesson 1113 focuses on Chuck Baird as part of deaf culture, but also takes a look at the reasons behind the Devia movement that he helped start. So Devia stands for Deaf View Image Art. The main points of their manifesto, which was created in 1989, are that visual fine arts are intended to express cultural or the physical deaf experience. So this could be positive. Devia art could be acceptance or support of deafness, culture, language, or it could be negative, oppression, culture or language being denied by the general population, or linguicism, which is belief that one language is superior to another. So really, it's an expression of the cultural or physical deaf experience, whether it's positive or negative. Devia art is. Devia art is always centralized. The focus is centralized on the eyes or on the hands. Artwork focusing on the ears and the mouth are more negative, have more negative connotations. Devia art may incorporate contrasting or intense colors and values because it represents the aliveness of ASL, the vibrancy of ASL. So if you see gray tones in Devia art, they are usually a symbol of oppression, while again, the bright colors are going to be appealing and inspiring. So here is a piece by a deaf artist named Granville Redmond. He was a deaf impressionist. Here is Chuck Baird. He was one of the many Devia artists. He was one of the founders of Devia. He attended the Kansas School for the Deaf and then Gallaudet University and NTID, the National Technical Institute for the Deaf, in New York before he received his Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in painting from the Rochester Institute of Technology, which is they share a campus with NTID, in 1974. Here is one of his pieces called Art Number 2. So the signer in the piece is signing art, but you can see the light, the brightness, and the light coming out of that sign. Left and right, this is another piece by Chuck Baird. So we've got hands, we've got a brain, we have calla lilies, a chair, we even have two suns. So you can look at this painting and see many things in it. Well, I'll point out a few. For the hands, the colorful side over there on the right symbolizes the warmth and brightness of the deaf community. The gray side, the bleak effects of oralism. The brain. Research shows that when a person signs, they use both hemispheres of the brain, which is interesting. The calla lilies, the crossed stems represent conflict, the cross-cultural experience navigating both deaf and hearing worlds. The chair represents a witness stand, Chuck himself being a witness to the deaf experience, one that is shared by many. And then the suns, the red on the left signifies impurities, kind of something sickly, an unhealthy life. And then the yellow one represents well-being. Double arches. This is so amazing. Look at the hands right there in the middle in the light. Late deafened Beethoven's version. So look for the things that we talked about being part of Devia, colors and contrast and such. This one called All American Breakfast. So Chuck Baird used, so you can see right there, that hand, that's the sign for syrup. And so he often used actual signs in art, which is so fun. It's really cool. So this is, I don't know Ghanaian, but Jamala, sorry. which is the Ghanaian word for giraffe. And you can see, if you look closely, there's more than just the giraffe in the picture. There's a person down there at the bottom signing giraffe. And that is a great look into Chuck Baird and some of his art that he produced for the Davia movement.